Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things. And today I am continuing on my series where I let various apps pick out my makeup for me. Essentially, I'll go on the app and I'll type in primer, foundation, concealer, and the first thing I own that shows up is what I will be putting on my face today. It lets me try out different makeup combinations, reminds me of different things I have in my collection, and it gives me a chance to kind of talk about different products that I've used and my experiences and how they've worked for me. So if you want to see eBay choosing my makeup, then keep on watching. Let's go. So when I typed in primer on eBay, the first primer I owned that I saw was the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. I actually like this primer. I have a couple of these minis as backups, and it's just a refreshing primer, I guess, and it smells really good too, like coconuts. It almost feels like a moisturizer when I put it on. Okay, so when I typed foundation into eBay, the first foundation that popped up was the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. Honestly, I do not enjoy this at all, and I look forward to running out of this bottle one day. Okay, and there we go. I am just not a fan of the drops. For concealer, I have one that's a little newer in my collection. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Porcelain. It's very thick and has a funky applicator. So lately I haven't been reaching for super thick concealers, so I'm not gonna say it's one of my favorites, but I think it's a good high coverage concealer considering how cheap it is. Okay, and there we go. And now we are going to set all this makeup with the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Powder. I think it's a good powder. I haven't used it enough, I feel like, to make a really good decision about it though. Next, for brows, the brow pencil that eBay picked out for me is the IT Cosmetics Brow Power in Universal Taupe. This is an okay pencil. This is actually the second one of these I've had. I don't hate them, but I don't love them. And now we will use a brow gel that I cannot stand, and that is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel. It has the weirdest wand ever. It's literally just like a fluffy nub. So for eyeshadow, there were definitely some interesting options on eBay, but the first thing that I saw that I was like, okay, I technically have that, was a knockoff of the original Jaclyn Hill palette. Obviously mine is not a knockoff, but I figured let's use this in this video. All right, and you can just follow along. Now before we go into the lower lash line, we have to ruin everything with the eyeliner, obviously. And eBay chose the Eco London. That's where I draw the line liner. A liquid liner. I'm gonna really try just to do something super simple, nothing crazy, and hope that it matches. And that's all that I can ask for in life. Okay, I didn't even try to wing it out. I just drew a line. I think I'll use some shadow from this just to go over it, and then we'll keep going with the bottom. I'm gonna go with that's enough for today. I feel like the Jaclyn Hill palette is one of those palettes where you can't do the same look twice, which is cool. Okay, so when I searched for bronzer on the eBay app, I was recommended the Butter Bronzer. Something completely unique that's never been seen on this channel before. For blush, we actually have like one of my OG blushes that I used back in, I want to say high school, and that is from Bareminerals, and this is their loose blush in Sweet Romance. I don't even remember what this looks like. Oh, it's pretty. No wonder I wore it all the time. This is one of the few like powder products that I have fully panned and repurchased in my life. I don't know if I've done it once or twice, but definitely at least once. Next we have a highlighter that looks horrible on me. It is a Becca highlighter, but this is the shade Opal. It's the only Becca highlighter I own, and it is a little too dark for me. It's very pretty, but it's a little too dark. Okay, so for setting spray today we have one of my favorites, and it is the MAC Fix Plus. I usually don't use this to fully set whole makeup. I usually use this to set my powder after I set my face, before everything else. Okay, so now for mascara. The eBay app chose the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. I don't think I understand the hype with this one. That's all I have to say. Okay, and finally for lips, the eBay app chose the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. Got a few shades to choose from, so I feel like we're just gonna go with my favorite, which is Stockholm. This is one of my favorite formulas of lip product. And there you have it. Letting eBay pick out a full face of makeup for me. What do we think? Some of these are products I love, and some of them are products I don't love so much. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know who should pick out my makeup for me next. As usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter, my Instagram, and my blog down below. Give them a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.